The Dershow.
I had a client named Anatoly Sharansky. His name is now Natan Sharansky. He was one of the leaders of the Soviet dissidents, and he got arrested for spying for the United States. And I went to see Jimmy Carter, and through Stewart, I got an opportunity to talk to him, and I persuaded him, along with others, but I was Sharansky's main lawyer, to do something that had never been done in the history of the United States before. He looked into whether or not Sharansky was a spy. The CIA doesn't tell people who's a spy. They don't even tell presidents who's a spy. That's the biggest guarded secret that anybody could have, is who's a spy, or who's an agent, or who's an operative, or who's an asset of the CIA. But Jimmy Carter did it. He looked into it, and he made an announcement in which he said, "I have inquired deeply into the intelligence services of the United States, including the CIA, and I can categorically state to you that Anatoly Sharansky has never had any connection with the CIA or any other spy agency." As the result of that, the Soviet Union took capital punishment off the table. He was going to be executed for being a spy. And instead, they tried him for being a dissident. And I got to be his lawyer, and he was a very funny guy. Still is a very funny guy. He used to tell me these great stories. And when he was in prison, he was sentenced to prison for 8 years, and then we traded him. We got him out on a trade, which I was instrumental in. But he said when he was in prison, he remembered a guy gets thrown into prison, and all the inmates greet him, and he said, "I got 10 years. I got 10 years in prison for doing nothing." And they all yelled at him, "Liar, liar, for nothing, they only give you 5 years." So, that was the way it worked in the former Soviet Union. But Sharansky managed to stay alive. They were trying to kill him. They were putting him on a diet of 800 calories a day, which is a lot less than the people of Gaza are getting now. And he stayed alive. And I went to Germany and Paris on Thanksgiving Day, and I don't remember the year, 78, 79. And we arranged a trade. I met with a guy from Bridge of Spies named Wolfgang Vogel, who was the major spy trader for the Soviet Union, East Germany. And we traded Sharansky for a German, an East German, who had been a spy against the United States, was in an American prison. And I remember when Sharansky came out and we met, and he threw his arm around me and he whispered in my ear the Hebrew blessing, Baruch Matir Asurim, blessed are those who free the imprisoned. And Sharansky and I remain good friends. And you have to give Jimmy Carter credit for that. He did a bold thing. He was very gutsy, and he helped Sharansky get out. I think, again, Stuart Eizenstat played a great role in that. And Stuart Eizenstat has a piece in today's number of newspapers saying that, Jimmy Carter was a great president and he was great for the Jewish people. Well, that's where we disagree.